I am Wendy Trudy Madonna Narcissus. Thank you so much for joining and tuning in. Well, today I just did my very first speaker gig, whereby I was addressing amazing leadership-led rolled women at the 6th annual Leadership Development Women Namibia conference here at the Windhoek Country Club.
Academically, she holds a qualification in public relations from UNAM and a marketing qualification from UCT. She's the founder and MD of Inkinibe Agency, I hope I pronounced that correctly, that deals with marketing, PR, events, and promotions, as well as content. She's also a content creator that manages an informative and educational YouTube channel, which is focused on entrepreneurship, brand building for SMEs. Please help me welcome Wendy.
I'll be speaking to how to position yourself as an industry expert. So it shouldn't take long because you ladies are already on the tip of being industry experts. All right, so I'm going to start off with a question by Nelson Mandela. It always seems impossible until it's done. And I resonated so well with this quote, and I think it goes hand in hand with all the speakers that we're speaking today, because we as human beings tend to be scared of the unknown, and we always think it's impossible because we don't know it. But what this tells me is, unless you have tried it, unless you have done it, if you take that leap of faith, you can achieve it. So in this regard, or why we're saying it is, for you to be an expert in an industry means that when there's a seminar on mining, your name comes up, you are in that industry. And the fact that you are mentioned in those boardrooms already says a lot. If you're part of a panel, even if they don't select you at the end of the day, the fact that they acknowledge you, that is what we're working towards. And that is what we mean by how to position yourself, because you need to intentionally work towards it. I'm only 31 years old. I have about 12 years experience in marketing, and I consider myself as an expert, because at the end of the day, I'm intentional. And it's not about, because for me, I believe it's not about the amount of qualifications you hold. That is an addition to your experience. Because to be an expert, you need skills, you need experience, and you need the knowledge. So I just want to, and I mean, also standing here in front of amazing ladies, I mean, that is what. So when I got that call, I'm like, girl, we are doing it. So what does it mean to be an expert in your field? I've briefly touched on this, but just to go a bit in depth, an expert is somebody who has a broad and deep understanding of the knowledge of that specific industry that they operate in. So you need to intentionally put effort behind your work so that you are conceived as an expert. So today I'm going to help you. I have about 5 tips just for you to be intentional, because you may sit with all the qualifications, but if you don't take a step and be acknowledged and be in the faces of people, nobody would know about you unless you are in that, or your organization. They are the only ones that will be exposed to your greatness. So the first one is get experience. As I said, you need skills, you need experience, and you need the knowledge. So if you want to be an expert in something, obviously you need to know what you're talking about. If you stand and ask me a question on marketing, I need to be able to answer you and tell you what is digital marketing, what is a 360-degree campaign that you need to turn around your business. I need to be able to say that. And if I don't know that, then I'm not an expert in my field. And you also need to have the necessary skill set. You need to have the experience in order for you to be the industry expert. And then networking. Ladies, this is an excellent opportunity, and I'm so grateful to hear that there is actually a forum and also a challenge that we need to network and get to grow our base, because in order for you to be an expert, you need to be amongst experts, and all of you are considered as experts. So if you are around a room filled with people that are industry experts within the entire country and globally, this will basically expose you and you are able to share ideas. And one thing about experts is they are not scared to share ideas. They are not scared to actually give an idea. If you're standing around when we go for lunch and you're an expert and you're part of a conversation whereby your colleague or the ladies that you've met is talking about a particular problem that they have within their industry or within their department, you need to be able to say, but have you tried A, B, C, and D? You don't necessarily pay me, but I have actually dropped my skills. I have transferred it. So tomorrow, if you need a marketing person, you know who to call. And that is the beauty of expert networking, yet cost-effective platforms out there. As I've said, in order for you to be a good influencer, in order for you to be a good expert, you need to be able to show your work. So a lot of the times, it's good for us to use these platforms that are on our disposal to actually create content, to speak about whether it's mining, whether it's finance, dropping tips where you can. That in itself is you creating a portfolio for yourself. So just be consistent on what you share. Use the type of terminology that you want people to resonate with you. When they think of marketing, when they go on my page, it needs to look like a marketer's page. You know, I need to know the type of content that I post. And if you want to take the step to be this expert, you need to differentiate between your professional pages and your private pages, because this is a really good way for you to create a track record. I'm sure people in HR, a lot of the times, I'm part of conversations where people actually, before they hire you, they go on your Facebook page and they see the type of stuff. Are you a controversial person? Are you someone that, oh, let's not, maybe, you know? And you don't want that, because you're creating a brand for yourself. And personal branding is also one of my very passion points, because it means a lot. You have the ability to create your own personal brand. And through that, the way people perceive you. All right, and as I've mentioned, it's very important to share information. Use your social media to share information. Be generous to empower people with your information. All right, engage with media. So I think with the caliber of women that's actually sitting in the room right now, a lot of you have the ability, the leadership titles, and the ability to actually go to your comms division and say, this is what's happening in my industry. I would like to be the thought piece. A lot of the times, nowadays, it's not just the comms person that should be in the newspaper. There are columns where you put from the economist's desk, or you have the ability to do that. So try and do research within your scope and see where can I actually be of value to my organization. Because what I have done personally with this one, when I launched my YouTube series, it was on personal branding. I spoke about expertism. I've spoken about so many things, and every single day the page is growing, and that's me exposing myself. That's me giving, like plowing back into the community basically. So you need to make sure that you actually call the radio stations if there's a pandemic and you're a medical doctor and you have some insights that you can give. Nothing is stopping you. The media loves, I've been in media for so long, they love people that are actually giving them content. And then the next time there's something, they're going to call you because you are that expert to them. And they say, there's a pandemic happening, what do you think? So that is how you position yourself. And then last but not least, we have never stopped learning. We have, from the previous presentation, you can see the caliber of studies that she has done, and she still told us that she's still not done until she gets the doctorate. So that is beautiful, because in order for you to be an expert, you need to always stay ahead of trends. You need to, and it doesn't have to be a master's course or what it is, but try online courses. There are millions and millions of online courses which are actually for free, which you can just go to the internet, see what can I do, digitalization and mining, digitalization and medical works, you know. So do a lot of research and read blogs and look at different YouTube people that are speaking about what you're actually passionate about. And I'm done.
Thank you very much. Thank you for a good presentation, young lady. I really want to speak to the issue that if you want to brand and package yourself, to add the right attitude to knowledge, skills, and experience. We shall, and I think it's a must, add the right attitude, because you can have those, and if you don't have the right attitude, then nobody would want to be in the boardroom with you. So you might have your brand, and it's not a marketable brand because of the bad attitudes that you have. So let's add right attitude to the package when one wants to brand themselves and package themselves effectively. I think that's what I wanted to say. And ladies, I want to be available in the afternoon and tomorrow. So, bye.
Thank you so much for that.
Thank you very much. I think that was short, to the point, and powerful. Yeah, if you want short and sweet. I think that what I picked up from you really is, like you say, we're never too old to learn. I picked up, I think, what was like, be like a thought, become a thoughtful leader or a mouthpiece. I find that very critical, and then I think it's really up to us also women to take that space, to be known, and then not only within your small community, but out there, because the moment you go out, and maybe they also know, like, now I know you are noted. Hey, if somebody look for marketing, I said, hey, there's somebody out there. I think that's really, I just want to commend you for that. I think I like that part. And then maybe it's a challenge for all of us,
Yes,
to be a thoughtful leader.
And I mean, just to add on to that, we need to be there for our girl child. I'm still very young. I'm still having a mentor. And imagine you have the ability to be mentors to your daughters, to your friends' daughters. And I mean, we as young ladies, we really, really need to see, if I want to pursue this career, who can I actually go to? Whose door can I knock to? And we are all mothers here, and we know how it feels to know that, okay, I even call my mentor, I'm like, Auntie, I have this problem. So by now she knows, so it's quite good for us to expose ourselves in that regard.
And thank you so much, Donna. I think this is one of the things that we need to embrace, social media. And I was just saying, I know about social media, but how to use it effectively for what I want to achieve. And at this stage, at this stage when I want to give back. I want to give back to the community. And we never know how far our reach can go.
You just got your client.
Thank you,
Any
ladies.
further comments? We have 2 minutes. Any comments? I learned a new word, guys. Tonology. It's a word. It's a word. Thank you so much, Wendy. Can we give her another round of applause?